Sige, so I think we can start now. So sorry for the delay, but without further ado, let's go. Sige. Present this. All right. Hello, right? Sige, so don't mind the mic. So instead of live streaming, I chose to record na lang since I think I need more time to set up. But anyways, at least we can record this session with you guys. So sige, so since Bobby isn't here yet, actually, arrays man ta magsugod, but for now, let's move on with structures. Is that alright? Sige. So I'm kind of shocked na marag daghan og tao, so that's good. Sige, so alright. So first of all, let's tackle the concept of structures. So, sige daw, can I ask someone here, what do you think what is a structure day? Anyone wants to try? So I feel like this guy knows. Sige daw. Can I ask you, bro? What do you think a structure is? Like by definition or it's about? Or what have you learned?
For me, structures, it can hold multiple data types
Okay.
inside a single data type, which is the structure.
Alright, so yeah, basically sakto, diba? So essentially, the structures can, compared to arrays, where kanang arrays can only have kanang a single data type, a structure can have many data types, diba? And then you can contain it in a structure. So, like here, first name, last name, birth date, address, may mo na siya, let's just say personal information. Then let's say Facebook username, Twitter username, Instagram username. Then we can combine it into one nga social media nga structure, right? Then last of all kay kani health. Then sorry. So now when you have this information, okay, now you can create your structures, right? With this one. But we're gonna go into it slowly. Makita ra from the back. Yeah, I purposely made it big sad kay Hurakan. Sige, so if you have questions, by the way, kay, please feel free to ask, and yeah. Sige. So really the purpose of structures is for organization and ironically, di ba? Structure, right? So here, let's move on to visualization of structures. So if I were to ask you guys to draw me a structure and the kantang mo given, would you be able to do it? Who's like confident here? Because we will be doing ang game biya kay there will be lots of activities. So I'm gonna make sure nga everyone gets to try to answer po. Sige daw, so there isn't a marker. There's a marker here. So can I ask someone, a willing volunteer, to come to the board and draw this? Very simple, just a float siya. Sige daw. Anyone willing? Because if no one is willing, I'm gonna choose randomly. Sama. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I think Farah, right? Your name, Farah. Ah? Kisha. I put it as Farah. So yeah, I want you to try, I feel like you have something in mind. Sige na. Alright, and then ato ni siyang i-judge if it is correct. Okay. Okay. And for those who are maybe, I'm pretty sure some of you here like wants to answer, but maybe we're early pa, so maybe you're kind of shy. So maybe try to answer, and then if say mo and correct, then okay, good job, diba? Sige. Let's wait for her to finish. And then I will ask one of you guys to verify if sakto ba. Okay? Alright. Meron po yung eraser there. Alright, sige. Sige, I'd like to ask you guys, sakto ba? What do you think? I mean, it kind of looks like this, right? Kind of looks like this. You enclose it in a box. You put your variables. But what do you guys think? Sakto ba? The one people who say yes, raise your hand. So 2, 3, 4. What's that? Binuksan? Majority. All right. So the people who raise their hands, unfortunately, it is wrong. Well, maybe 99% correct, but there's something missing. Although if I were to be kanang strict, it would be 100. This would be wrong. Simply because the data type here is not grades. It's struct grades. Right? So, di ba have you guys tried na nag-type def na mo? Yeah, so, you know, right, like by default, you can create a structure by doing this. Have you tried doing it this way? Just the normal way, no type def, right? So when you use this way, which is just the default way, no type def, your what you call this, your data type wouldn't be grades. And so, if you're going to declare a variable, you wouldn't say grades. Let's say what? Grades Achille, ako ang mga grades. Or grades Sander, my friend. It would be struct grades A. So, see, let's see if it's correct. So, correct siya, but tuwang lang sa struct. Okay? So, I hope that's clear. How about this one? Can anyone... Sige, I will not ask anyone to do it yet. But, since naka-try na mo og type def, I hope this is the kind of what you call this visualization you guys have in mind. Would that be what you were thinking of? What do you think? Are there any objections? Did someone comment? Sige daw, bro. Ako na dyan yung ko dyan. Sharo, di ba? Alright. So, here, I'm going to ask you guys a question. What is the data type of the structure we just drew? Is it A, personal, di ba na personal, or B, struct personal? So I'm going to ask you guys, to the people who say A, nga the data type is personal, raise your hands daw. Okay, so more or less all of you, right? How about struct personal? So we have one, okay? So, newsflash, the answer would be both. Because, yes, alias, di ba? Now, remember, although we will get into affirming explain, but let's move on first. How about this one? Declare a variable of that data type. Kanisya. How would you do it? No need to write on the board, can you say it? Sige daw. How about you, bro? Declare daw a variable of personal PTR data type. Sige daw. Just a simple declaration, nothing more, nothing less. Mura gaingon int a semicolon. Yeah. Sige daw. Do you have your answer now?
Personal PTR pointer to ang names of variable.
Ah, I see. So, ningon sila nga the answer would be kuan daw. Personal PTR asterisk A or like a variable name, right? So, that would unfortunately be wrong. However, I'll get into that nga why that would be wrong, and that would actually be a double pointer, right? So actually, more in this personal PTRA, because you're already declaring here this alias, which is personal PTR pointer. Personal PTR is a pointer to a personal data type or a struct personal. Because these are the same, diba? Would you agree? Because this is your original data type, struct personal, and then your personal will just be an alias, aka just another name, right? So, it would be personal PTRA. And actually, I can just show you guys rapid right away so that we can also have a bit of a discussion. Sige, so let's go to my create a new Alright, so let me just copy this. Alright. Sige, here. So, makita ba guys? Kira? Sige. So he said nga the way to declare it daw would be this way. Personal and then PTR and then nagbutang siya og asterisk, right? Then let's just say A. However, this would be wrong because if we were to visualize this one, personal PTR, it would simply be, so this is our kuan, di ba? This is either struct, let's make it red, struct personal or personal. And then since we're declaring here nga we're putting an asterisk here, then that would effectively kanang tell the computer, okay, I want you to declare an alias, but then it's a pointer, which is personal PTR is a pointer to your personal data type or your struct personal, which is this. And so if we were to visualize that, it would simply be like this. So ni-declare man ta, let's say, personal PTR B. And then your B here would look like this. Right? Sakto ba? Would anyone object? Whereas when you say manggod nga kani A is a pointer to a personal PTR, that would mean nga A would point to this kind of data type because unsa mang data type ani niya? Personal PTR, right? Because personal PTR again can point to something like this, aka a struct personal or a personal. Whereas when you say A is a pointer to a data type personal PTR, you would be saying, okay, I want A here. Now, I have a question for you guys. Would this be possible? So, we declared, right, A here. Would this be possible? Okay. So, we said personal PTR asterisk A. Would this be possible? A would be pointing to a personal data type or struct personal. Is it possible? Sige daw. For the people who say it's possible, say raise your hands. Just a guess. Okay, so she said yes. Any more hands? Also him, 2. So the people who say no, raise your hands. Okay, so there's more people. Pero I feel like di pa kayo sure. And I feel like this is also I think need or mastery sa pointers. So, actually this wouldn't be possible. Kaning A, if you were to let A point to this data type, this would be a type mismatch. And the reason being is we explicitly said it's makita right here, B ang data type sa B is personal PTR. And what is the data type, like the type definition of personal PTR? It's a personal PTR is a pointer to a struct personal, which is this, whereas here you're saying A is a pointer to a personal PTR, which is this one. So actually that wouldn't however, this would be possible. You guys get it? Because the data type of what you call this, B is personal PTR, whereas the data type of this one would be personal PTR asterisk. Right? Because it's a pointer to a personal PTR, and this is personal PTR, di ba? So I hope do you guys get it, ba? Why in order to declare kay this would be wrong. Sige. So do you guys have questions for this particular section at least? Sige, if not, then let's move on. Sige. So you guys tried malloc with structures, right? Not yet. I see. Okay. Sige, so okay, we'll get into the space allocation naman sa later. But if this is how you would do it. So A equals personal PTR, malloc, size of struct personal. But since kanang wala pa mo ka-try, di ba? So I have a naman sa here section that goes into detail with kanang malloc. So if you want to take a picture, yeah, go ahead. Sige. So basically, this is saying is malloc. Okay, so computer, I want you to malloc ang size or like the amount of kanang bytes would be a struct personal. So basically, you're saying malloc, and then you're asking the computer, what do you want me to create for you? I want you to create for me a struct personal data type, which is this one. And then you're saying here personal PTR nga kanang you're basically typecasting, right? Just to ensure nga the pointer that will be received by the your A would be a personal PTR data type, so that no type mismatch. But it's okay. Nara ko malloc a section, and it would look like this ang final result. Sige, so here, mo ni siya. Oh. Alright, so now you've seen, di ba, nga the two ways you can create your structs, which is the default way and the type def way. And I'm happy sad nga you guys got to see this nga, so that in case nga ang gamiton sa exam is buti tingani, like the default way, although I don't think that would happen kay hugaw man sad siya, it di pod siya organized. So at least you know na pod these guys. And the reason why I showcase to you guys those two would be so that I can discuss to you the anatomy of a structure. So here, the anatomy of a structure. Let's talk about the tag name. So the tag name would be important because it allows you to know, okay, what kind of structure is this, right? So in this case, it's a struct personal. So this would be your struct tag name. So nothing more, nothing less. Basically, the name for your struct. And next would be the definition. Now your struct definition would be basically everything inside your struct. And that would be these variables. These make up your struct, and yeah. And more importantly, these are your aliases, which is remember, personal, and then personal and struct personal is the same. You agree with that? Pero would you agree that personal and personal PTR is the same? No? Ouch. Why do you think these variables wouldn't be the same? Would anyone happen to No ba?
Oh, wow.
Sige, sige. Oh, so I actually put it here. The struct personal and personal refer to the same structure. And, kani. Alright, right. Sige. So is personal and kani personal PTR the same? So the answer would be here. So I want to ask you guys, where would personal PTR be? The left or the right? Would it be this or this? Right? Are you sure? What if sayup? Sige, who here says nga personal PTR is this one? Raise your hand. Okay, so a lot of people say, how about this one? Wala. So actually, yeah, that's correct. Because you can see here nga, personal, you can clearly see here it's pointing to something, right? So there's no other answer. It's a pointer. So personal PTR, personal pointer, right? And this would be your personal. Okay? So know the difference and kanang the answer to this would be no, they're not the same. Although kanang they point to the same well, not necessarily point, but a personal is this data type and personal PTR can point to a personal or a struct personal. So yeah, they wouldn't be the same, Jud. Okay, it's a pointer data type, man. Okay. Sige daw, kani daw. Let's do teamwork. So can I ask you to do this ba? Yes. So we do it one by one, by the way, and then I'll ask another person. So if you don't mind, come to the board and would it be all right? Sige daw. So create a structure using type def that contains kuan lang, 2 integer variables and 1 pointer to an integer variable. What do you think? Just to rack your brains and don't be afraid of getting it wrong. Okay. I want everyone to make as many mistakes here kaysa in the exam, right? Sige daw. Like basically the code. It's actually very short. Diba? Sige, no worries, no worries. Sige, type that. Yeah, sure, sige. I'm gonna drink water. And yeah, you can try in your computers, laptops, and see if correct. If same ba mo. Okay, she has a good head start. Sige. So I'm actually excited for our game. Uy, that is dirty, eh? Yeah, so, okay, so you created 2 integer variables and then 1 pointer to an integer variable. Sige daw. How would you do it? So I'm just gonna check my recording for a sec. Alright. So still recording. That's good. Sige daw. And then the last would be make the alias a pointer to the structure itself with an identifier or name of your choice. I know you got it. Sige daw. How would you make an alias just like I did before sa past examples? Come on, you got it. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. Just write what you feel. And sometimes feelings can be wrong. Sige. Okay. Sige. Alright, so you can go. Sige, I'm not sure if you can see it here, but this is her example. So type the struct number, and then nag-imo siya do ka integer variables and a pointer to an integer, and iyahang alias, or yung alias kay pointer to the structure itself. So I guess for the people at the front nga at least makita, would you say this is correct? So this guy says it's correct daw. So if your answer was something like this, then congrats, you're correct. And in fact, she is correct. So, nice. Although ako lang gikuan diri, ako lang siyang gi-usa because I didn't have space. So yeah, very nice. I'm proud that you got to answer that. Sige, take pictures if you want. So I hope nga did anyone who tried it in their computers like get it right? If that's what you did with your computers. Sige. So next would be, so actually maura to siya ang anatomy of a structure. And I hope you guys can clearly differentiate this personal versus personal PTR. And of course, tag name, definition, and aliases. So I hope that's clear. And nabay questions for anatomy of a structure? Sige. Seems like I'd assume it's none. So let's move on to static versus dynamic structures. And let's go first with kuan. Sige, where here would be the static? This one or this one? This one. So good. So remember, just a rule of thumb, when you're talking dynamic, automatically pointers there's no other answer. That's it. When you're saying dynamic or dynamically allocate, blah 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 blah, it 100%, 200% is just pointers, okay? So moving on. So how do we create static structures? So actually we've been doing that already, right? And it seems like you guys have a hang of it, Rapod, and we will have more activities like that later. So basically more is here. And the rule of thumb is really since dili ka mo mag-make sa exam, you wouldn't be really thinking about this a lot. But basically, when you're making structures, just keep in mind, what are you trying to categorize or structure, diba? And this one, what I did here is first name, last name, ID number. So I categorized it into a structure which is of personal information. So I think you guys have no problems with creating a struct like this, diba? Alright. And if you guys have questions, just ask lang. So next would be declaration. Now, like I said earlier, we just basically declare it just like any other variable. Once you have created your structure, you just declare it like this, right? So I don't think there's any questions for that. And again, keep in mind personal PTR asterisk B is different sa personal PTR B, okay? So I hope that's clear. Because again, like I explained earlier, if you put an asterisk here, it would be B is a pointer to this data type, right? As we discussed earlier. All right. Sige daw, what do the variables A and B look like? Actually, to kuan the time, actually I put it here, diba? So personal PTR asterisk C. So like I explained earlier, what to siya? It would be wrong, and because personal PTR B and personal asterisk C would be different. I put it here, Manday. I forgot my slides. So, here. So B here. I'm pretty sure there's a question mark. Yeah. So I'd like to ask you guys, what is the data type of B? Sige daw, you daw. What do you think is the data type of B? Based on this definition. B personal PTR. Okay, and then how about sa C? How about you? You. What would be the data type of C? You. Yeah, you. What do you think? So he said, B. The data type of B is personal PTR. So I won't say if it's wrong or correct yet, but how about C? Just like I explained earlier. Sama. Sige, how about you? Yeah, C. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, so, here would be a kwan. So B is a pointer to a struct personal or slash personal, which is, you're correct, diba? So you said personal PTR. And C would be a pointer to a personal PTR. Oh, I don't, yeah. Yeah, I'll share the slides. So let's quickly edit this. Or this is a personal PTR, and this one would be a personal PTR. So yeah, I hope this is clear. So again, this is what I explained earlier, right? So one is, yeah, if you guys want to take a picture, go ahead. Kaya I know nga maybe basin the exam, if you don't master this, magbutang-butar mo nga, okay, I'll declare personal PTR A, or law man work. So sige, akong buti asterisk. So we don't want to do that, right? And I've been there. So I want to teach you guys the right way para di mo ma-confuse which is which. Okay? So I'll move on to the next slide. Sige. Now the visualization. Actually, we've been doing the visualization all along. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, like sa akong activities, sa akong game, and surprisingly, since many of you came, there will be groupings. Okay, there will be, let's make this fun as well, right? So, yeah, we've been doing visualizations, and I hope you guys know how to visualize structures. But if the others are kind of more unsure pa, we have activities for that later, I think. So, wala, nakalagay ni Kuan lagi animation. So, accessing. Sige. Of course, nag-accessing naman mo, di ba? Right? But, wala pa pointers, right? Like, structures with pointers. Or naa? So, I don't think so. Sige. So, I'm not sure. So actually, just to let you guys know, by the end of this, all the flow of the program here, the tutorial, na mock exam. So the first mock exam I created, pati ako, like, I was taking time because I realized this is too hard for them. And then I made another one, and then I realized, I have no sleep. I have 2 hours of sleep. Then I created another kind of mock exam for you guys. I realized again, pag like 2, 3 a.m., I was like, I think this is too hard to put. So, I'm sorry, but for the structures, sa mock exam, I don't think there will be, but hopefully sa games, malingaw mo, because there's like, 90 points? So, it'll be a lot of fun. But, I'll still... Premium. I'll think about it. So, that aside, let's move on. So now here I declared a static structure, right? This is static, diba? So I declared personal A, which holds these variables, just like what we've been using. So I'd like to ask somebody, how would I access variable F name? See, dot down. My barkada.
Got personal dot f name.
Personal.fname. Are you sure? Who agrees that the way to access the variable fname would be personal.fname? Okay, who agrees? Raise their hand. So no one agrees. Wala. Wala ni agree mo, bro. Alright. So, let's reveal the answer. Gano'n naman yung animation. Hala, ni-reveal na ng answer. Oh no. But yeah, this is how you would how you would access it, right? Because personal is a data type. That's not the variable, right? So why would you access the structure using the data type? So you use the variable. So a dot fname. And actually wait ha. Because I really don't like these animations. I'm a simple guy. No need for pretty slides. Right. So here you're saying about a dot fname. Now when you're accessing the static structures, the rule of thumb again, if it's static, it's always a dot. So basically what would happen here is, okay guys, I need your cooperation with this. Tudloan mo og structures with pointers, yes or no? So some have, but I feel like majority no. So so I feel like I'm going to be the one introducing you to that. So hopefully you guys will understand. So yeah, since this is a static structure, you'd always use a dot. So a dot would mean okay, a dot go into the structure. That's the meaning of dot. Go into the structure, and inside the structure get fname. So simple as that. Then what if nested ang structure? We've been doing this, but what if we do this? Something more complicated, right? And by the way, of course, no, I didn't make type definitions for this, but assume lang these are the variables. So let's just say something data type Achille, something data type personal info. So these would be your variables na, okay? Just to make that clear. So I want to ask you guys now, if you learned, if you understood, how would we access fname here? Now that it's nested, a structure within a structure. So I like this yellow guy here. He seems very bright colors. So how do you think would we access fname here? Sige. So you can just go slowly, and if you can, raise your voice so I can hear you. See, everything is here. Okay? These are your variables. Achille.personalinfo.fname. So would that be correct? So that guy is always saying it's correct. So yeah, congrats. You're correct. Diba? Because no, I'm also gonna be showing you. I'm sure you guys will understand this even more when I show you guys the. We're going to act like as if we're the not necessarily the compiler, but the flow of this. So yeah, so Achille dot go inside this structure. Personal info, because this is a variable, right? This is a struct variable, right? So personal info dot meaning go inside this structure and get fname. Simple as that, right? Okay, how about this? How about weight? Say, so maybe this guy knows an answer. How do you think would you access weight here? Achille.healthinfo.weight. And correct po, di ba? Would you agree? Good. Now, last of all, how about this? See, how about you with the glasses? Uh, the 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 woman there. How do you think would you access CBC or complete blood count? Yes. So correct. So simple as that. That's how you access your variables if it's nested structures and well accessing in general. So do you guys get that, right? Yeah. Now, actually, I want to move to a different slide to show you guys. Here. The flow. Later na lang kay dynamic structures na. Alright, so it's fine. Where are we? So muna to siya. So next would be dynamic structures or the creation of dynamic structures. Now, di ba static? We've got that na, di ba? It's easy. Now, let's move on to dynamic, which again, when you say dynamic, it would be pointers, okay? So, if we were to dynamically create a structure, so you guys didn't do malloc pa, di ba? Yeah. So, sige lang. If you guys are gonna understand this na, matiyan na yung teacher yung kasabot na So, so, if you were to dynamically create a structure, which variable would be the best choice in doing so? What do you think? Would we use this? Or would we use this? Or would we use this? Yeah, personal PTR, right? However, sorry, you want to take a picture? See. However, I'd like to ask again, is it possible to create a dynamic structure using the other two variables? Using personal and struct personal? Is it possible? Are you sure? I really think you guys should rethink your decisions. So sure? Someone sure? Who here says sure sila nga pwede? Raise your hand. Okay, 2, 4. Okay. So don't be afraid to answer your pod, guys, ha. Di mo ko makasaba. So, of course, why not, right? But how would we do that? Kay here, di ba, I said here, I clearly in bold, I said the best. Right? It will be personal PTR because it's already a pointer. And when you're talking about pointers, you would already be talking about malloc. I mean, when you're talking about malloc, you'd be talking about pointers, and this is a pointer. However, here, we said, of course, why not? We can create using personal and struct personal. But the question is how? How do you think so, guys? Any wild guesses? See, the guy who always says that person is correct. You, the very last. How would we make it so that we can use personal and struct personal as a way to create our structures dynamically? Not sure? But do you have an answer? Okay. So, the answer would be by turning them into pointers. That's it. Diba? Because remember, personal PTR is a pointer to a personal or a struct personal. Because personal and struct personal is the same, right? And then, remember now, when the test or exercise or anything would say dynamically allocate, you wouldn't use personal. Because remember, malloc returns a pointer the pointer to what you created. And pointers will only accept addresses. Okay? So now that we turned personal and struct personal into pointers, then we can use them to dynamically create. And so, which brings me back to my point nga, the best, what you call this, the best choice nga variable would be personal PTR because it's already a pointer. Diba? And again, we wouldn't say personal PTR asterisk, asterisk, personal PTR asterisk because, why gani? Because it's a pointer to a. So why wouldn't we use asterisk here? What would happen? Yeah, type mismatch or mahimo siya pointer to this. Alright, sige. So sige daw. So I want three people to try here. So I think I'm curious with that white shirt guy. So you, you, and then the yellow bright guy, and that guy. Sige, I want you three to come here to the board, and then I want you to draw these declarations. Sige daw. Although there are only 2 markers, pero sige. Sige, you're gonna go last. So feel free to erase that. So this would also practice your drawing or visualization, okay? Sige, so okay, which do you want to? See, I give you the freedom. Saan yung gusto? Kami, or kami? The first one, how about you? Sakan, sige. Sige, go daw. It's very simple. It takes like 0.5 seconds to draw. Or maybe 1 second. Okay. Interesting drawings. Pero by the way, if you're gonna draw like the structure itself, you don't have to put the variables inside like multi-time. Sige daw, and try as well sa wala sa board to answer it sa like by yourselves. You okay? Nice. Okay. And then if you're done, just let me know. Done, okay. So it's yellow guy's turn to shine. It's like how he has always been shining. So just let me know if you're finished. Oh, by the way, bro, do you mind coming here? Is it okay? Can you answer this one? Yeah, you. Because, yeah. Sige. And then you know what? Maybe even write your names there to solidify nga ako ang ga-draw ni. Okay, interesting. Sige. Okay, are you guys finished? So, like they drew their structure small, so I'm not sure if the people from the back will be able to see, but yeah, if you guys want to come at the front for this, yeah, you can. Because I suggest for this one, you come to the front if you can, okay? The drawings are very interesting. And I'll explain why. Is it okay na do it this way lang? Start first structs mag-game ko after arrays. Is that right?
Ang games kaya, activity lang.
No worries.
Like, para kayo mga activities and tutuloy niya after.
Yeah, wala kay tulong. Wala kay tulong.
Okay, yeah. Mga 4 naman ba? Kinila ko pag-gabiin niya, mga 4 na kung abot.
Sige, so here, so let's take that, can you see ang personal asterisk A? So would you guys say this is correct? Sige, raise your hands if it's a yes. Come on, don't be shy. He says yes. He says yes. Come on. Mas yung guess. Oh, dinagan. Okay. So, unfortunately, if I were to be very strict, this would be wrong. Simply because I said here, draw these declarations, right? I never said allocate space for it. So why is it pointing to something already? Diba? So, right? Diba? You guys get it? And then, how about struct personal asterisk B? Sige daw. So here, B, struct personal. Okay. So, okay, so si Lloyd, the shining guy, would this be correct? Yes or no? Sige daw. I want, in the count of 3, I want you guys to say yes or no. Okay? 3, 2, 1. So yeah, no. Although correct ang drawing, yes, but based on what I asked specifically, this would be wrong. Okay? Why? Because it's just a declaration, but so meaning ani, when I'm declaring this would hold like garbage value or some value I don't know, right? So it's not pointing to anything. And then when it's C, it's the same. So it's not pointing to anything yet. It's just a declaration. It would lahi siya if it would have been a declaration and initialization or assignment, then that's where it would probably be pointing to something. Because declaration and initialization / assignment would be different. Okay? Declaring would simply say personal PTR A. That's it. You're declaring it. You're saying, okay, computer, give me the bytes to create A, but don't assign any value. Whereas when you say initialization or assignment, you'd be giving it a value. Okay? See. So moving on. So I hope that was clear. So yeah, so going back na, how can I use the variables to dynamically create structures? So there's 2 ways. Again, manually converting a non-pointer variable into a pointer variable, which is what we did here, right? These were in pointers, diba? But then I said, okay, but can we create it using this? Yes. But we have to create it into a pointer or convert it into a pointer. And then, of course, the next would be simply including a type alias inside your structure definition. That's already a pointer to your struct, personal PTR. Personal PTR is a pointer to a personal or struct personal. And that's why I said, going back, this is the best. Diba? No need to put asterisk. Just that. So, gets? Alright. Sige. So, dynamic structures, declaration. Uy, mora man gyapon. Well, actually, mora gyapon. So, we've actually done the declarations now for dynamic structures. Just keep in mind again, with your types. Again, the reason why there's no asterisk here is because we're already saying personal PTR is a pointer to this structure. However, again, we have to manually convert it because it's not a pointer already. Okay? So those are your declarations. And there's no other way, I think. Yeah, that's it. Just declaring a variable. So here, malloc. So the interesting part. Pero have you guys tried malloc with an integer, yana? Sige. So here, so how can we finally allocate space for the three variables? So I'm going to kuan you guys lang kay I think wala pa mo nagsugod or what. So it would be this. So yeah, you can take a picture. And I will explain to you guys why it is like that. Kasi just you memorize and then you don't understand what you're doing, diba? Sige. Alright, sige. So, here, we're basically saying here, kani. So, just think when you're doing malloc, there's three parts. Okay? So actually, I'm gonna just go right away here. So here, when we declare a variable a, we have here the three parts, typecast. Now, diba a here is personal. So we had to manually convert it into a pointer, right? Then, why are we typecasting it to personal asterisk? Is that right?
Instead of int pointer, ginagamit na personal pointer, type.
Okay, pero dili siya int, ha? So yeah, so the reason why, so here, malloc, basically the way malloc works is like this. Okay, I'm gonna do it here lang para ma-upload sa recording. Do you mind if I?
Ito na eh.
It's not yours? Okay. Kasi katuwa ng food. Sige, so I'm going to show you guys how malloc works, especially conceptually. So give me a moment. All right. And actually, I'm gonna copy this so that I can paste it here. Right? So, what's happening here is we are allocating space for our variable a, right? So, since we declared a, we would create a variable here, a. Then the computer would say, okay, I want you to kanang allocate me space for this one. So, here, there are basically three parts: the typecast, keyword, and size. However, let's do this from right to left. So, basically, you're saying, okay, how many bytes do I want, or how many bytes should the computer give so that like kanang a struct, diba? Or basically, what kind of struct do you want me to create for you? Now here, we are using size of because that's the function, the built-in function of C that returns the size in bytes of that kanang of a particular integer. And again, structures are also variables, so kanang you can return the size of that. So size of, you can return bytes of your input, let's say any variable. So then, of course, malloc, because you can't malloc without using malloc, the keyword itself. So the reason why struct personal is we want nga kani siya nga data type, which would allow me to create this. And of course, instead of struct personal, you could also use personal repod. And why? Because again, struct personal and personal is the same. Thanks. So, but for now, let's use struct personal. And personally, I prefer using the original variable, like, the tag name. So then, what would happen here is the computer would go on, okay, I'm going to create you that. I'm going to create you that. F name, L name, ID number, and then since it's size of struct personal, this would be struct personal. And then, of course, remember malloc returns an address. And what variables can accept addresses? Pointers, right? So, let's just say, let's give this an address of B100. And actually, let's draw our variable a bit bigger. Then, if this was successful, nga you created your you perform your dynamic allocation or memory allocation, then, if it was successful again, malloc would return the address. Since A, right, we converted it to a kanang pointer to a personal data type, and personal is this, right? Since we manually converted it, it can now accept that kind of data type. Because this B100, right, you can only return this to a pointer that's also personal, that's personal asterisk. And the data type of A is personal pointer. And so, if everything was successful, it would be returned to A. So, now, the value of A would be B100, and it would be pointing now here. And that's how malloc works, basically. So, did you guys get that? Any questions? So yeah, keep in mind what you call this, if we were to, the reason why we typecast as well is to make sure okay, after you make this structure here, make sure that it's the data type it will return is a pointer to a personal, which relates with this one, right? So just make sure so that it won't be a type error. Although actually you can remove this, since in newer versions of C, which I think the school is still using man said, okay, it will just infer it, or it will automatically detect. But in the exams, usually I suggest just do this. Okay, mama nang sa exam, di ba? So yeah, next. Sige, any questions for that one? So muna siya ang malloc, and okay, I'm going to demonstrate what you call this. How about the very very simple example of just an integer, so that you guys will understand more. Now, let's say we had an integer here. We said nga int and then asterisk a. So a is a pointer to an integer, right? So we create a, and then how would we allocate space for this? So it would be a equals, what do I put here, man? What should be my typecast? Int pointer. Good. And then, because again, the data type of this is an int pointer. Then I do malloc. And then size, okay, what kind of data type or what kind of structure or variable do you want me to create space for? So I want the size of an integer, because integer man is siya. Right? So, what would happen here is I would create a variable nga integer. So the computer would create that. And then this is just an integer. And then let's just give it an address of, again, B100. Then if everything went fine, then this would be returned, B100. And we are able to point here. And of course, how do we access this? Okay, so how would I, let's say and then like nag-add ko og sige, so how about this? So now that we're pointing our pointer variable a is now pointing to an integer, although we haven't really gave it a value yet. How can we assign a value to this? Sige daw. Does anyone know how to assign a value for this, the variable that a is pointing to? Sige daw. Any guesses? How about you? So, what I want to happen is, ganahan ko nga mabot nga og value here. Let's just say 5. How would you do that? So, here, the reason why I'm asking this is I'm testing your guys' mastery of pointers. Because really, when you reach Prog 2 and DSA, it's all about pointers. So, how would I do this, man? I want to assign what A is pointing to 5. What do you think? I'll drink water. Sige, do you wanna try to answer? Saman, any answers? What do you think? Okay, so she said A equals 5. So sige, let's write that here. A equals 5. Now I'd like to ask you guys, is this correct? Yes or no? So one guy says no, another guy says no. How about yes? Or na-scared na mo to answer kay nanay ni no. Sige, so now actually this is wrong. The reason being, in pointers, diba, there's what you call as a dereference. And a dereference would mean access the variable that you're pointing at. So when you say A, manggod, right? When you say A equals 5, you're basically saying, okay, A equals 5. A equals 5. You're accessing the value of A itself, right? So that's A equals 5. Whereas when you say A, okay, whereas as you say A, the dereference of A equal to 5, you're basically saying, okay, A, sige, unsa man A. So, ay, asterisk A. My bad. Sorry. Asterisk A di. When you say asterisk A or the dereference of A, you're saying access the variable that you're pointing to. So basically, it's A, and then this arrow would mean kanisya. So you're now accessing 5. So now, sakto na ni siya. 5 na ni siya. And then let's say, instead of 5, we said 10. So then, this would be 10 also. Alright? So remember, A and asterisk A is different. Okay? Again, when you say A, it's this. Because this is the variable, di ba? But when you say the dereference of A, you're referring to this. Okay? Sige. So I hope that was clear. Yeah, so make sure you understand that kay I know maybe some of you here nga, I don't know, if na activity mo or something, then na pointers, then you decided, okay, I'm gonna wala na ako gibot nga asterisk. Hala, wala gini work. Ni akong bot nga asterisk. Hala, di work lagi. So again, we don't want to be like that, right? So you want to clearly understand what each concept does. Sige, next. So if you have questions about Malloc, just let me know. So yeah, here. So basically, mo ni ang natabo here. Again, personal A, kana. Personal, okay. Okay. So, na-worried ko gamay na. So, personal A, okay, so why this would be wrong, right? So, personal data type is a structure, right? And then we said A and then personal, we even typecasted it to a personal pointer, right? And then so we created that A, then we did this, then let's say its address is B100, and then we assigned it, okay, we said A equals, di ba? So this is what happened. And that's a type mismatch. So, do you guys see it more clearly now? Yeah? Okay. So actually, mo to siya so remember, why would you give an address to a structure variable? That's not a pointer, right? Again, pointers only accept addresses. So why are you giving personal A a structure, an address? So it's impossible. Okay? So accessing. Okay, so right earlier we had this. How about what if we have pointers now, or we did malloc and everything? How about this one? Sige, let's try. Can I ask someone to answer how to access is alive? Buhay pa ko. How about you over there? Yeah, you. Not the name of the structure, but the variable itself na.
So,
Wait, just to let you know again, nga, Achille, car, name, these are your the variables itself. So there would be a data type here. Let's say person, that's the structure, person, Achille. And then car type, car. But these are variables na. Sige, go.
personal access na.
No. Kani.
Is alive.
In red.
So, Achille that is alive.
Yes, that's correct. So, good. So, I mean, we had that, diba? Static accessing. If it's dot, then, yeah, static. How about, kani, one more for static. Ikaw, bro. Yeah, you. How would we access the release date of my car? See now. So the reason why I'm calling random people, kay I know you guys might be hesitant to answer, but I urge you guys to try, especially here in this tutorial, so that don't be afraid to make mistakes here. Sige, what do you think? Not sure? Sige, I'll ask you again. Yeah, you. So,
I think Achille that car then that release.
okay. He stole your answer. Pero, Moto, that's correct. Achille.car.release date. Okay? How about this one then? Any ideas? Yeah, diba? So since remember, static, you use a dot. But when it comes to dynamic na gani, automatically, no questions asked, it's an arrow, okay? Sige daw, so how would you access this? I'm going to ask, who have I not asked yet? I'm going to ask that guy, the other yellow guy. Sige daw, how would you access fname? Okay, so very fast. So good, that's correct. So here I'm going to show you guys the flow, which is what I was talking about earlier. Okay, so we want to access fname, right? So we say here, Achille. By the way, this is the output, okay? What you're gonna write. So Achille. Then, since this is a static structure, I use a dot. So nisod ko, right? Then, niingon ko, okay, I want to access fname, so personal. Right? And then, because it's dynamic, and this is where you would benefit in drawing it, okay, you would know exactly if you would use an arrow or a dot. Then, since it's a pointer, you'd use arrow. Then, yun ka, name, Then you want to access it again, dot, inside you the name, and then fname. More na siya. You guys get it? Alright. Sige, go. So yeah, I hope you get the flow. Bang, like this. Okay? So basically, lastly, the difference between static and dynamic. So again, static, for accessing, you'd use a dot. For dynamic, you'd use an arrow. Okay? That's basically it for mine, structures. And this is the... So, more to siya. And do you guys want to have the game? Just to liven things up. And then after, Bobby will teach you na sa arrays na part. Sige. So let's have the game. And actually, before anything, the camera turned off. So actually, it's not doing anything. So let's just remove this for the game. We have space. For corruption is here. We check na sa pan niya. But kailangan sa TV nga rainbow na ba? So unfortunately, my setup is not working for now, but that's fine. Sige, because I want you expect nga you guys will, I think you guys will have fun. Yeah. So, give me a bit to just put these back. Alright. I'll be right back. So let's start the games. And before anything, sige. So let's see here. So we have a lot of, let's try to do this fast. So there's also time for the others, for Bobby as well. But before anything, of course, I want everyone to stand up. So you stand up. And wait, I'll get my... So, dagdagan po. So I want everybody to How many? It's kind of hard to move around since there are computers. Hello? Okay. So na lang, let's do count off. Okay? Yeah, I know. So, or sige, I give you guys the freedom. Do you guys want count off or no? Freedom. See, I give you okay, count off lang just so I know how many you guys are. 2. Ay. 6, 7, and then 8, 9. Sige. 14, 17, 18. So, 20 because you leave akong friend. So, boringan nyo to. Anyways. Sige, so, form groups of 5. The boat is sinking. Group yourselves into 5. Sige. So, ay, by the way, Bobby, like, kasi itong, look at the leaderboard ng app.
I thought that's it.
Let's check. I think it's a GC. So you guys, please finalize your groups. Where is it? I forgot where you sent it. Oh yeah, and then please sit with your group, because we will have a contest.
No.
Kinsa nga group that will have the highest points. You know, let's make this a bit more fun than just me yapping here. I'm losing saliva with 2 hours of sleep. So let's liven things up.
Ako gamer.
Okay. And then make sure you have a group name.
Continuous of 4 groups.
Yeah, 4 groups.
Sige daw, kisa daw. Group. Sa may group niya.
How do I go in here, Fab?
Oh, balik.
No. Or kailangan sila mo-join?
Log in. Or feel like
Or for now, let's call lang sa...
ano?
Yeah? Manual? Sige daw. Sige, what's your group name? Hadbungon.
Hello. Ayo, ano bro? Ayo, manifest.
Ayaw, manifest,
Ayo,
hadbong.
bro. Hadlo mo to.
Final name? Or pasaronon? Pasaron. Sige daw. I'll write lang here. Pasaronon. Okay, how about you guys? Block 1, okay, good. I like the So we have here flat 1. Sige, you guys. What's that? C to
Uy.
the red.
Sito na
Oh,
red.
C to the red. Okay. Sige, how about the last group? What's that? Flat 9? Flat 3?
Kuya, ba't ninyo ipang-manifest? Ay, wala ko may palay.
Na. Ay, Bobby, do you mind if you maybe don't to keep track sa scores if makuha na mo? Alright, so are you guys ready? So, dagang ginig points, so hopefully you guys will enjoy. So, sige, for now, let's start. Then, I'll keep track sa here ang scores po. Let's make this a bit smaller. Or dire lang guro? Sige. So the first question, declare a variable with identifier A whose data type is name. Sige, when I say 3, 2, 1, yeah, you try to raise your hand like the fastest. Sige, 3, 2, 1, 2. O pagani. Okay, again, 3, 2, 1, go! I saw that guy. Sige daw. I think makaya ni og ingon. Name A semicolon. Let's see if it's correct.
Taga ito mga pangan.
Kan, pasaronon, flat 1, C2 na red. Sige. Flat 1. Then C2 na red. Then flat 3.0. Alright. Sige, let's reveal the answer. And the answer would be sakto.
Yes! Ito may nakabook.
So, si flat 3.0. So, nasa na 1 point. Nice. Bakal pala siya, like custom points.
Kana lang.
Okay. Pero pwede nga, plus 5 niya. Mamainusan para, kuhan, di ba? Okay. Sige. So, flat 3.0 currently has 1 point. So, I'll just reveal the score at the end na lang. Kay Bobby's keeping track for me. Sige, next, declare a variable with identifier B whose data type is name PTR. 3, 2, 1, 2,
Hello.
3,
Scammer mo din yung
2,
kulay.
1, go! Yeah, I saw that. Sige, si Kuan man si C2 na red. Are you sure? Sige daw.
Sure ka.
The answer would be name PTRB. Good.
Ano yung sitang na red?
Oh, C2 na red. 1 point.
Kulay green.
Sige, next. Question number 3. Using variable A, set the number variable inside the structure to null. Sige daw. 3, 2, 1, go!
Uy. Sorry, may nakukuhan.
Okay, wala. Ayun!
Eight that number pointing to north. No. That's what I call it.
What do you mean, sige, try to write it on the board. Can you make it big for others?
Ano mo ito log in there? Kaya para side by side? But you want me to log in there?
Ah, pwede
side
ka.
by side?
Oh, login ako. Sorry.
Para ang kani, para you can see later na lang.
Dito na lang. So now A dot and then number. So arrow equals. Is that correct, guys? Yes. Revealing the answer, it would be correct. Na-shock ko sa imong arrow because you're not accessing. See? So, isa ni sila, si flat 1 has 1 point as well. Sige, next. Using variable B, set the number variable inside the structure to null. 3, 2, 1, go!
B arrow number equals null.
Sure. The answer would be B arrow number equals null. Good. And can you explain why arrow?
Data type sa B is pointer to structure pointer.
Okay, good. And specifically, B is a pointer to name or struct name, right? Sige, good. So, 1 point. 1 point for pasaronon. Sige, next, 2 points. Kani 2 points. Sige, kung ano na yun, why are we using a dot in question 3 while we use arrow in question 4? 3, 2, 1, go! So, like, so sorry, again.
Use that because
Sige daw. So the answer would be, because variable A is a static structure, while variable B is a dynamically allocated structure, which would need a pointer. Alright, 2 points for flat 3. Sige, next. Using variable A, allocate space for one integer using variable number. 3, 2, 1, go! Sige daw. Yeah, yeah, sige, write it lang daw. Sige daw. You can erase, and also can you make it bigger? Sige, this is for just 1 point. Sige daw. So everything you've learned earlier will be put to the test. Okay? So currently, the one that's leading is flat 3 with 3 points, and the rest 1 point. Okay. Eraser here. See, also try to, if you want, you can verify yourself if sakto or not. You can also try to do it.
Attendance sheet daw.
Ha?
Attendance sheet.
Ato,
Pwede ito pasok sa paper.
Apo na, sige. Sige.
Excuse me, do you guys have like a sheet of paper? Like, yeah, sheet of paper pang attendance sheet.
Sige, I admire his hard work. Okay, so, final? Yeah. So guys, do you think this is correct? No? Sama, sige, I give you another chance para final na jud. So using variable A, allocate space for one integer using variable number. So using variable A. Wait. Okay. So, let's reveal the answer. In 3, 2, 1. Actually, I would say outright, yeah, this is wrong. Okay? So, maybe someone wants to steal. Okay? Sige, in the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! Sige, write on the board, please. Maybe you can write on the top. So, thank you for your participation. We make mistakes. Alright. So A, that number. Okay. Okay. Interesting. A, that number. Typecast to in pointer malloc size of it. Is this correct? Yes or no?
No, it's missing a parenthesis.
No! Na-review din niya guys!
Does anyone want to steal? 3, 2, 1. I'll let you run lang.
Gigil guys! Gigil.
Ako ito, you gone bro. So what is it missing? You can just modify it. Now let's reveal the answer in 3, 2, 1. Yay! So 1 point.
Ito na red.
O, sito na red. Alright, sige, next. Using variable B, allocate space for one integer using variable number. So using variable B. 3, 2, 1, go! Sige daw, sige daw. So, here. I need coffee. Are you guys good so far? Good?
Chat.
Sige daw. Using variable b. Okay? And then we'll verify if he gets the correct answer. Okay, so b dot number equals in pointer malloc size of okay, is this correct, guys? So actually, this is wrong. So I give you guys an opportunity to steal. In 3, 2, 1, go! Sila gyapon. So throughout, kani. So you can modify. Okay, so you erase ang dot, you replace it with an arrow. Is this correct? Let's see. So let's reveal. Oh no, this is B, this is B. Oh no, the answers. But B na. So yeah, correct. So 1.4C2 na red. B na. Ay, that's a typo. So kani, what does the malloc function return to the number variable di ay? 3, 2, 1, go! Agoy, pero kanang explanation, kinaglisod. Okay. I'll give chance to another now.
Hello. Wala, isa chat.
Oops. Okay, sige you. Yeah, you. So garbage value like unsa man?
Random numbers.
So you're saying that what malloc does, what malloc returns when it's successful, it returns a garbage value. Is that correct?
Okay, balance is zero.
Sige. So unfortunately, that would be wrong. So maybe someone wants to steal the answer. Sige.
Return is address sa number.
Let's see. So the answer would be, if malloc is successful, it returns a pointer to an integer as specified by the typecast with the size of one integer, meaning a number would now be pointing to one integer. And yeah, I agree. So it would be pointing, it would return an address of the integer. So good.
Mahal na ko kato yung main na garbage. I see the misconception. It returns garbage values, but it returns an address. Garbage values meaning wala siya na initiated.
Yeah.
Matang naka-answer siya. It's not wrong, but di po siya exactly right. So, ito na.
Thank you, Bobby. So 2 points for flat 1. Okay. So that was a more of a, do you actually understand how malloc works na question. So good. Seems like you're starting to understand it said. So next, assign the string John to variable f name inside the structure using variable a. So I'm pretty sure you guys kuha na, diba? You have string functions na, okay? So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Yeah, sige, right. Yeah, let's just write if there are statements, write lang. Okay. So, di ba nagamit yung string copy? So remember, when it's about strings na gani, you don't say nga A equals and then the string. You always have to use string copy. Unless, of course, you have a pointer to a character. Sige, string copy A that F name John. Would this be correct? Yes or no? Huh? Are you sure? Because I think it's wrong. If I were to be very strict. Ay, naku, okay. Sige, yan, ako ang S. So, sige, who wants to steal? Una na lang. So, remember, in programming, there's no such thing as capital S, na string copy. It's a small
Hindi siya mga kuwatan na ba ng awat na nag-like.
Alright, so 2 points for C2 na red.
Leading na ang dito na red chat.
Okay, next, assign the string do to variable L name inside the structure using variable B. 3, 2, 1, go. Sige. Sige, is this your redemption arc?
Gamay na din niyo.
Okay, sige, correct. Compare mo na. D. Sige, this time, would this be correct? What do you think? Okay, let's see. So, the answer is... I'm wrong. I think I katugon ako ni. Oh, that's correct. That's correct, sorry. Sige, next. Print the value of variable F name using variable A. So, I'll give chance to other groups. Kamu tulo. Accept them. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So, yeah, actually, I'll give them a chance to answer kay. For at least they have some points. See, what do you think? Can you please come to the board? So I assume you guys took a picture, right, for a number reference, yeah, definition. So print the send as okay.
Amo na yung answer sa kapal.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, would this be correct, guys? Okay, so let's see. And it's correct. Except nag-add lang ko nag-add lang ko space. So correct. 1 point for pasarunon. Kani. Print the value of variable L name using variable B in 3, 2, 1, go. $12:30. Do you think we have time? Okay. I think we don't have time na for the... Wala ko yung na-prepare na difficult, easy na makazam. I created 2 that work.
Yeah, I just made one.
Okay. Mark. Yeah, just 2 Mark.
Where's my wire?
Your wire? Yeah.
Wala yung magagamit?
Yeah, wala.
Ha?
Wala. Okay, di siya mo kwan.
Saan yun? Yeah. Only one person.
Sa.
It's getting out ba?
So, give me a moment.
Just conference. Data type mismatch. No one on focus problems.
Here you go.
it's a good thing na ako ito ano.
Sige.
Test problem.
So, print the arrow L name. Let's see if it's correct. Alright. Ganong A man dyan na. But B na, guys. Sorry. So, yeah, correct. Nice. So, 1 point for C2 na red. Sige. So, I'll add a point here. C2 na red. Yeah. So, here, allocate a space for variable B given its data type and initial declaration. So, the initial declaration of B, again, is, kanina ba? Name PTRB. So, allocate space for variable B given its data type and initial declaration. So, there's 3 possible answers I provided here. So, yeah. So, 3, 2, 1, go! 1 na. Sige daw. Does anyone... So, what we tackled earlier, atong malok. Okay, sige bro.
Sakto naman to. Lagi. Lagi kay basin mo change. Go red.
Sige daw, sige daw, sige daw.
Mag-type ka sa
Yeah. So, the points right now, C2 na red has 6 points, flat 1 has 3 points, flat 3, 3 points, Pasaronon, 2 points. So, C2 na red is leading. So, B equals name PTR asterisk K. Allocate space for variable given a result of... Sige, I'll show you the... Alright, is this correct, guys? Sige, let's see. Now, let's reveal the answer. Alright. So, actually, nag-goal ko kaya nagkatang siya og name PTR asterisk. So that would mean you're allocating space for a pointer, not a structure. So, yeah, 1 point for flat 1. Sige, I'll add it here lang pa. Flat 1, 1 point. Oops. Put you here. Sige, next. Print the value of variable. Actually, I won't do that. That's too easy lang. Kaya lang. Is it possible to allocate space for a structure using name data type? If yes, how? If no, why? Sige, 3, 2, 1, go! Sige, you. Yeah, if yes, how? If no, why? What's your answer, man? Yes or no? Yes, okay. Yeah, how? And then you're gonna write it here. So we tackled this earlier, right? And just so you know, we're gonna be using name daw. Is it possible? So why is it possible? Maybe better if you write your statement first. Alright. I'm gonna check if I'm still recording. Yes, I'm still recording. So I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube. Sige daw. Are you guys still okay? Alright. Yeah, let's try to speed things up. And para makatuwar pag si Bobby. So, yeah, it seems like you guys are getting a hang of dynamic stuff, malum, accessing. So 3 points niya. So don't assume na masakto na sila. Maybe you guys have a chance. So also come up with an answer. Okay, maybe ma-steal. And don't shout the answer. Like, uy, what na? Yeah, sige. So we have your name. Okay, erased. See, can you, are you finished? See lang. The name of the struct is name and name PTR. By the way, you're going to need to have a variable. You're getting there. But let's see if you're correct. Sige, are you finished? Sige. Let me go down. And I'll just reveal this answer because I'll not be considering it. Ay, sayang nga. Nindot tani for discussion. So, yeah, B, our number, but the reference because it's pointing to that one. See daw, so he answered here. So, name. Okay, what would this? This is like for your notes. So name PTR, name PTR, malok size of name. Is it possible to allocate space for a structure using name data type? So I was saying that this is outright wrong already. So maybe someone wants to steal. If no one wants to steal in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sige na bro. Why do you think this is wrong? So remember, I specifically said allocate space for a structure using name data type. Sige. So, would this be correct? No, personally, I would even say, I don't know if this is 100% correct. The reason being, actually, sige, let's reveal the answer and decide if they have point. Now, these are the different ways you can do it. So, yes, it's possible, though you have to declare a variable name, kani, diba? Asterisk A, so that it can accept a pointer. So, we did the manual conversion, diba? Name is not a pointer, so we had to manually convert it to a pointer so that it accepts an address because pointers only accept addresses. So yeah, let's see. Hero name. So sakto ni siya. This is correct. I'm just not sure. Actually, I think correctly because name PTR and name pointer to name. I think same sila is pointing to the same structure. But correct me na if I'm wrong. Maybe you guys should try it. I didn't foresee this was one pretty answer. So try it na lang. But I would give the points to them. Okay? Nakuha na. They use names. So 3 points for C2 na red. So C2 na red has 9 points. Kani daw, explain and visualize the following code, line by line. You know what, I'll make this 5 points so that's thrilling. So we're just doing malloc, right? Sige daw. 3, 2, 1, go! So I sense a pattern now. When it comes to visualizing na, we're magduha na. Sige. Come on, now's your time to shine. For the people who didn't go to the board yet. I really need coffee. So, no hands, no hands. You gotta let me know if it's 100% raised hand or not. Okay, see it. So, basically what will be happening, we're gonna do it line by line. So, you draw this, and then you draw this, and then you draw this, then print is just print. So, sige, and you can erase that na lang para your space. Sige. Only the variable name. So usually when you visualize your variables, only the variable name. Okay, based from your data type, based on your definition or the data type, okay, it's already a given. I mean, it's okay. It's simple, bro. Yeah. No worries, no worries. So currently sitting at top 2 is flat 1. Flat. Okay, so null.
Separate from
Sige, separate na. By the way, I'd like to clarify, what do you mean by separate?
like some YouTube video watch okay then late mo din last like sa video they visualize manok by getting something from the heat.
Yeah, that's good.
Just proceed. Yeah.
Okay. Sige, continue. Sige, let's wait a bit.
Second part.
So you did this, no?
You sure anyway? This is just my
Sige, sige. Can you explain to me this? What are you doing?
I think like basically since like if declare naman nga 5 and then 5 is originally in the heap and then ibutang siya sa actual na inikon sa main 5 na gyapon variable nga value like something like that. Actually, I can
Okay, so 5 is not in the heap. You're putting the variable that has been created in the heap, you're putting 5. But it's not nga 5 is already inside the heap, but you're assigning. So actually, sige, I'm gonna give 3 points for your hard work. 3 sa to nga group. Sito na red. Ikaw na nag-points ninyo eh. Okay, so I will explain. I'm going to erase them. And by the way, this would be wrong. Don't put asterisk because when you're gonna visualize your variable, just number, because asterisk number would be saying like the dereference of number. Okay, number is just the variable. Okay? Again, number versus asterisk number is different, like I explained earlier. So, what's happening here is we have a number, pointer to a number, right? And initially we set it to null, right? And then the second statement, we said, okay, computer, make me a variable or allocate me 4 bytes, size of int, 4 bytes. So in the heap, right? Or let's just say, in the heap, basically, this is where the computer gets dynamic memory. Okay? I won't get into the details heap lang, but
I will explain how to
yes. So, so you're saying size of int. So it creates a variable here, right? It creates a variable here, and let's just say we gave it a random address of B100 again, or B10, right? So we did this, diba? That's the second part. Now next, assuming it was successful, meaning the number equals, diba? Or assign whatever this function evaluates to. Yung successful man na may B10. So then, it would return B10. Right? Now, dealing as your null, and since it's a pointer, and pointers accept addresses, now, the value of number, which is a pointer to an integer, would now be B10. Right? Now, at this point, this would mean now, so let's just remove this arrow for to avoid confusion. So now that malloc has returned the address of the dynamically allocated single integer, this would mean it's not pointing here. Right? And then we say the dereference of number. Remember, the dereference of something, this will never exist. You can never say that you'll print using this. Wala pa siyang ipointan. So basically, if wala na siyang ipointan, null, and then you say print the dereference of number, you're printing what? Garbage value, right? So, kanang like when you put, I'll not put an asterisk. I'll put an asterisk. So remember, when you say asterisk or dereference, that means the moment you put a dereference or pointer kay asterisk, that would mean your pointer variable is already pointing to something. Okay, the reference means, okay, give me the value in which you're pointing at. Okay, so ingon ta the reference of number, which means this is basically the reference of number. And so I'd like to highlight again the difference with number and the reference of number is that when you say the reference of number, you're accessing the value inside here. When you say number, you're accessing the value inside here. And that's why I mentioned earlier sa yung example nga, don't put an asterisk kay ma-confuse, diba? So then we say that the reference of number equal to 5. So we're not putting 5 here. Okay, we said that the reference of number, 5. Then we just print. And again, we're not using when we use printf, we don't use number, because if we use number, we will be printing this, diba? So we use the dereference of number since again it's already pointing to something. So what is the answer for this? You guys get it? Yeah, sige. So actually, let's not finish a lot of the games lang kay I think there's no time. But and don't worry, I'll be sending this to you guys kay for notes, ha? Sure. Ay homework. Pero Kanina lang, let's do last. Kanina lang. Or maybe this lang. Last two. Kay magtaas yun siya guys, nay kani, and then I'd let you guys draw. And then I also let you guys answer what you draw. So, kano ni homework or like I give it to you guys can study it. But kanina lang actually we will not answer this. Let's answer this one. Last two questions, which is kani and kani. So how would you draw this one? Sige. I'm gonna ask someone to go to the board. Ay, kana 3, 2, 1 ta. Sige, 3, 2, 1, go. So when it's really visualization, drawing, that's where. Okay. Okay, after this, let's have a break then. Yeah. Yeah, draw. Here's the card if you want. Nice video, sir. Alright, so name BTR. So actually that's wrong because name PTR is a variable that points to that kind of quad, diba? This would be like this is a struct, and you're saying a name PTR is the struct itself or something. Yeah. So remember, pointer it has to point to something, not just a struct. That would be static, right? So yeah. Last question for Mina, so that you guys can go with arrays. Use malloc. Oops, that's not. We wrong din na, guys. This is not the right. More na to answer. Okay, anyways, I'll just reveal it na lang. So, man is yeah, name Peter A. So that's how you sayup mo good. Many typos for a name PTR. Sige, so yeah, that's basically it for me. And pila to, yeah, no points to bro, okay, it was wrong. But yeah, I guess I underestimated the length of this. So I was gonna let you guys draw this, but I know you guys will get it. Just like from the very small structure, you're just reusing it, man. And then I was hoping someone would also answer this one. Allocate space for the third IT students. So yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that's basically it for me. And I'm going to send you this. Do you guys know Excalibur? Yeah, I'm going to send you the file, and you guys can study on this. There's a lot of fun here. So yeah, thank you. That's it for me. Do you guys have any questions? Sige, let's take how many minutes? 5 minutes. Sige, 5 minutes break. Sige, let's go on a timer.
HDMI?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
I didn't expect.
okay, hindi naman po sila.
Yeah.
5-minute break guys, so CR mo, drinking water outside, I think. Balik ta 12.
12.5. Ano ka maganda eh?
Also, they have food.
Oh, so you guys have food, yay! But wait,
Asa?
yeah, I have a question.
Asa na yung vlog?
Katungpan. Send it right now. Sa GCs lang. Yeah. First or second year 2? Or third? Sige, so I'll send first, second, or third.